Welcome everybody. We'll be getting started here in just a minute. Just gonna go ahead and set some stuff up real quick. I hope everybody's day is going well. Today might be a hit or miss kind of thing. This is kind of like an impromptu live session. Wasn't planning on doing a live session, but you know, the market's doing its thing, so we have to respond. We have to respond in turn. What's up, Hill Bill? What's up, buddy? Yeah, I'll be turning up. Hold on one second. I gotta turn down this music. Boom. I had to turn down the music. I was jamming out, trying to set things up. What's going on, though, Hill? Everything okay? Can you hear me all right, if you don't mind me asking? I always like to check before we get into things, just so I'm not speaking and maybe muted or something. Could let me know if you could hear me all right. We're just gonna go and get into things. Things are crazy in the hood today. But we're gonna get through it, guys. We're gonna get through it for sure. Damn it, we're gonna get through it for sure. Well, like the title says, first and foremost, what we're going to do is we're going to cover basically everything that's actually happening in the Cosmos ecosystem first and foremost before we jump on in to a couple of other assets that are actually, well, I should just say everything's actually taking a beating. So we're going to cover what's happening in the Cosmos ecosystem first, and then we're going to see what's going on in some of the other main assets out there in the crypto space. I'll be giving you guys my 2 cents about where we might be seeing some support, where we might be falling to if we do continue this downward motion. But yeah, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of everything. Just my thoughts. Again, not financial advice, just my thoughts. And I should actually just, full disclosure, how I'm treating my portfolio. So we're going to get into all of that. But before we do, again, guys, if you guys are watching this not in the live stream and you catch this later, don't forget, please help me out. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. It definitely does help me grow here on YouTube. The more and more people that do subscribe, the more and more chances I have for getting exposure to new people. So again, guys, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, do everybody a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also, the reason why I say you're doing yourself a favor is because you could possibly win yourself a 50-inch flat screen TV and or MSI 2060 GPU once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump on into it, though. Thanks, Hill Bill. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Of course, first thing we're going to be taking a look at is Atom, guys. Atom actually not doing all too bad. Atom, aka Cosmos, not doing all too bad with this crash or dump or pullback or whatever you want to call it, guys. From the recent high that we topped out at right around here, about $42.15, we've only come down to where we are right now, about 12.10%. over the past 23 hours. Now, I know, guys, double-digit moves in percent wages is not anything to just scuff off, but compared to everything else, we're doing pretty well, guys. We're trading for $37.30 right now, give or take, and we're holding up pretty well. If you don't, if you don't mind me saying, I think we're holding up pretty well. We came all the way down here to $35.29. Now, if you were lucky enough and had the fortitude to do it, if you guys can see here on the daily time frame, like I said in yesterday's video, we basically have just been ranging, guys. Let me show you guys what I have on the charts right here. This is where I have us ranging, guys. As you guys can see some major lines of resistance right here, which is right around $45. And then our upward major line of support, guys, which has been holding up for some time. I went over it in yesterday's video, so I'll do it again really quickly since there might be some new people today that are watching this video. We have since held up quite well ever since establishing this upward trend line. We could come all the way down here and retest it and be a-okay. It wouldn't be ideal, but all in all, in the bigger picture, we would be doing a-okay still, guys. We come all the way down here and still be absolutely fine long term. As long as this upward trend line does not get broken, I'm not all too worried. Shorter time frame, though, if we zoom in on the charts, again, this is the daily time frame. You can see that we wicked down past the 0.786 on the daily time frame, came back up. Now we're retesting. Yet again, we're retesting this, which was holding up just yesterday. Unfortunately, did break through it. I told you guys, don't front run anything because I would like to see it actually hold up and bounce. But again, guys, You know, I'm not saying I'm a fortune teller or anything like that. I just want further confirmations. I didn't see it totally yesterday, so I tried to tell you guys to not front run anything and wait for the market to tell you what it wants to do. Obviously, it's telling us what it wants to do right now. Right now, it has still not captured this upward resistance line that I have charted in the short term. We are just underneath that, so I'm waiting for us to fully capture that and reverse this trend to the downside over the past couple of days and go back up. Now, until we do that, I'm not front running anything, but all in all though, we are just ranging, and what we're ranging in is this range right here, just below this 0.786 on the Fibonacci retracement line. Again, this is on the daily time frame. We've been ranging here for some time, as you guys can see on the charts, ever since coming up here and going sideways. We were basically, I'm sorry, I got my new or an old wireless mouse, and it's just making it really hard for me to chart for some reason. I need to go back to a wired mouse. Ever since coming up here, we went sideways right around this same range, and that was all fine and dandy before breaking down. And now we are looking like we're kind of doing the same thing right here, guys. We're kind of just creating the same similar pattern that we've done in the past. And you guys know the saying, if things don't necessarily repeat themselves but rhyme, we can kind of suspect or expect the same thing to possibly be happening. Now, I don't think, unless some of the other geopolitical things actually come to fruition, I don't think that we're going to get this same opportunity that we have right here on the charts when we slowly bled down to about all the way down to about what, $20 or so on the charts. I don't think we're going to get that same opportunity, but it could be there. It could actually be there, because you guys know, like I said, things don't necessarily repeat themselves in this market, but they do come close to rhyming. So there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt out there for multiple different reasons. We'll cover that in the later part of this video, but I'm telling you guys right now, even though I don't think that we will come down and see that again, there is always that possibility. So you guys got to be ready for that in your portfolio. There's only three things that ever happen, ever. Don't let anybody ever fool you guys with that. It's either we're going to dump, we're going to go sideways, or we're going to pump. That's the only three things that are ever going to happen in the charts, period. Period. That's the only three things that are ever going to happen. There's nothing else that'll ever happen. So if you're prepared for those movements in your portfolio or whatever you're investing in, you'll do good. You'll do good long term if you're considering those things to be an option at all times, because they are an options at all times. No matter how bullish you are about anything, no matter how bullish a project or protocol is or an ecosystem is, again, I think Cosmos is extremely bullish. There's always that possibility, right? So again, guys, I just want you guys to be aware of that. But right now, we still are just ranging right around this range right here on the charts, and that is a-okay. Right now, we're holding up pretty well considering everything that's happening in the market as far as the Cosmos ecosystem goes. Everything else is getting dumped on pretty bad, and look at Cosmos trying to fight its way back up to $38. I would not be surprised, guys. I would not be surprised at all if Cosmos just bucks the overall trend in the crypto market, in all the markets right now, and just says, I'm not dumping. I don't want to dump. I'm not going to dump. I've been telling you guys time and time and time again that the Cosmos ecosystem is more probably than not the place you want to be, or the ecosystem that you want to be throughout 2022. It has so much bullish things happening for the entire Cosmos ecosystem that it's just kind of hard to ignore or hard to fathom it really taking a nosedive with all the fundamental things that are happening in the short to near future. Again, guys, the whole tokenomics and the fundamentals of the Atom token in itself is going to be changing. So again, I just think, not financial advice, but I just think that this is the ecosystem to be in to protect yourself long term, especially throughout all this volatility that we're seeing right now, guys. But yeah, right now we're still showing some really good strength, guys, really fighting right now on the charts to possibly get back up to $38. Again, if you guys were just paying attention to previous price actions, you guys would have seen that we basically been holding up quite well on the charts so far in this range. And even though the geopolitical things that are taking place, even though, you know, the whole entire market is dumping, you guys saw the previous patterns in the previous price action that Cosmos was doing while the markets were doing this exact same thing in the past. Why would they change now, guys? You guys got to ask yourself, why would it change now? I think a lot of people are just seeing the bullishness that is coming for the Cosmos ecosystem, and I just really don't think that we're seeing typical retailers come in to the Cosmos ecosystem. I think we're seeing a lot of retail investors, when I say retailers, I mean retail investors coming in that are a lot different than normal retail investors in the crypto market, guys. I'm not putting down anything or anyone, but in my humble opinion, I will say I think that the investors that are coming from the retail side into the Cosmos ecosystem are a lot more savvy. They're a lot more they're a lot more technically sound. They're doing their homework. They're getting into the Cosmos ecosystem now because they're doing their homework. They're finding out what's happening. They're a lot more, in the trenches compared to regular retail that's out there in the crypto market, just kind of throwing money at things and hoping it sticks on the wall. I think the people that are getting into the Cosmos ecosystem are in it for the long haul. They see the bullishness that's happening here soon for the Cosmos ecosystem. So again, that's just my opinion. I'm not putting down anybody else, but I just think the vast majority of the people that are getting into the Cosmos ecosystem, that are buying Atom and the other protocols within the Cosmos ecosystem, are a lot more savvy investors. They're a lot more knowledgeable investors. So again, that's just my opinion. I think that's more than likely why we're doing so well. They're just not ready to give up this price point on the charts. In fact, they think that if they do give up this price point on the charts, they're more than likely giving up a really good position long term. And I'm one of those investors of the same mind, guys. So that's what I think we're doing so well right now with the Cosmos ecosystem. Look at that. I think we're going to get right back up to $38. Look at that go. Excuse me, I have to drink coffee. I came prepared this live stream. I had to have coffee, guys. But let's get into the nitty gritty though. If we dip down further, the places I want you guys to look for, it's really, really simple, guys, on the daily time frame, is this 50 SMA, which is this red line right here. If we dip past the golden ratio, or the golden pocket right here, look for that to hold up. Right now, it's actually lining up quite well with the golden ratio on the charts with the Fibonacci retracement. So again, that should be a really good place of support. And again, it's also lining up with previous resistance on the charts, guys. Wow, this new mouse is really irritating me right now. But it's lining up right here with previous resistance, previous resistance, previous resistance. And again, right back here, which was previous support on the charts as well. So right now, this golden pocket right here on the charts is pretty much where I'm looking if I get the opportunity to restack more on my long-term holdings, guys. I really am going to be putting in quite a large order right around there. Again, not financial advice. You guys don't have to copy me one bit, but I'm telling you, if I get that option right around $30 to $32, I'm definitely taking my shot with a long-term hold. If it breaks down below that, look for the 0.5, which ironically lines up quite well with the 200 SMA, which is anywhere between $27 and $26. Again, I really necessarily don't think that you guys are going to get that opportunity. I think that we're just going to cruise right around this pocket on the charts, which is, again, anywhere between 40 to about where we saw previous price action bring us down to $34 to $35 before eventually catching that momentum with the developments that's going to be happening in the Cosmos ecosystem here shortly and getting on up to about $50 here in the short to near future. I really do think that's more than likely what's going to be happening for Atom, aka Cosmos. Again, guys, not financial advice. I just want you guys to be aware of where I'm looking and what I'm seeing right now in the charts. Now, if it was any other ecosystem, any other asset right now, I'd be probably saying something totally different because a lot of them are getting dumped on, guys. A lot of them are getting dumped on, but you guys already heard me in the first part of this video when I started streaming of why I think Cosmos and the Cosmos ecosystem is the place to be. So again, guys, I'm not just going to go ahead and just keep beating that drum. I really do think that you guys, if you guys are in the Cosmos ecosystem, are in a good place. But yeah, again, don't forget, we got to break this downwards trend line, flip it into support, kind of do something like this, boom, and be on our way. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that bounce on that line. I'm also looking for this Fibonacci line right here, this 0.786, to hold up as a long level of support. Again, if it doesn't, I'm just going to reiterate it one more time. We could come down to here, find a really good bounce, and just be on our way. That's what I'm thinking is going to be happening in the short to near future. Let's go on over to a couple other assets in the space, guys. Let's talk about, let's see here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to cover the same calls that I made earlier today in my Discord group. If you guys want to be part of that Discord group, check out the link down below. I gave you guys about 4 hours ago the calls in my Discord group that I was charting out for everybody there. Let me bring it up real quick and see if I can't share it with you guys. Let's see. Wow. Did it just die? It died. It died on me. Hold on one second. I knew it was too good to be true. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. I'm going to get that other. It was too good to be true. I was like, look, I hate being so wired. I'm going to use this old, it's not a bad mouse, actually. It's a Logitech G602. It's not a bad mouse, but I don't want to cooperate with me today, guys. So hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. Just hold on 1 second, Cletus. Just hold on 1 second. This is gonna help us out right here. Get out of here. Don't piss me off now, Cletus. Oh wait. Is it working now? Now it's deciding to work. But you know what? You've had your chance. It's too late. I don't want to deal with you anymore. You have had your chance. You've had your chance. I'm gonna stick with this. Get out of here. All right. So let me bring up, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to bring up, look, see, I'm not a professional. I'm not a bit boy. I'm not a crypto banter or anything like that, guys. I'll give you guys the honest truth about what I'm seeing when I'm seeing them. Let me see if I can't bring this over to you guys really quickly. So what did we cover? We already covered Atom. Okay, let me cover this one with you guys right here. Let me just share it with you guys here. So this is Solana right here. This is the charts that we have for Solana. Let me see if I can't blow this up for you guys. Just a little bit. Let me go ahead. Oh, nope. It's not going to do it. Man. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Let me see if I can't make it better. So this is Solana on the daily, failing to reverse and capture support. Watch for the 0.382, which is about $113. And then, you know what I'm going to do? Look, this is horrible, actually. This is horrible. I don't want to do it like this. This is horrible. I'm going to do it like this and just read you guys what I have here on Solana's chart because I charted it out earlier. This is what we got on the daily time frame, guys. I'm going to keep doing it here. Look, I'm not professional. I'm telling you guys. Just bear with me. This is horrible. Tank, you're doing a horrible job today. I know. I'm doing a horrible job. Don't rub it in my face. Shush it. All right, guys. So this is what I got here. This is okay. I got it down. What's up, Fozzie? I got it down. Stefan. Hey, Stefan. First and foremost, before I go any further, I recognized that I said Stephanie for some reason because I can't see without my glasses in my last stream. I wholeheartedly apologize to you. I see it now. If you heard me say that, I just wanted to say that to you. I felt so bad after reading your comments and actually reviewing everything. I was like, oh, I'm so going to apologize to him the next time I see him. My apologies, brother. My apologies. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Since December, maybe. The roadmap has been priced by the market. What do you think about that? There's a good possibility. There's a really good possibility that this was all caked in. You're good, Fozzie. What's up, man? Okay, guys. But no, I don't disagree with that. I actually don't disagree with that that thought process. There's a lot of people actually talking about that right now. And I'll get to that just in a little bit after we review some of these assets right now in the space. We're going to talk about a lot of them that are not in the Cosmos ecosystem, and then we're going to actually focus quite a bit on all the assets in the Cosmos ecosystem. But let me go ahead and break it down real quick. Again, we're looking at Solana. We just went over Atom, guys. Atom's holding up really, really well right now. Solana, again, on the daily, failing to reverse the trend and capture support. Watch for the 0.382 on the Fibonacci, but that's right around $111 or $113. And then personal DCA strat I shared with the group is right around $78. So as you guys can see right here, it failed to reverse out of this trend, guys. Right now, it's just kind of it's just failing, to be honest with you. It's really, really is failing. That $78 is right down here. I don't know if we're actually going to get that opportunity to restock our long-term Solana bags just because of Sam and the institutional support that it does have. It doesn't matter if it's centralized. It doesn't matter if, you know, what people think about the network failing so many times. Again, I have my opinions about that, but I just think the overall, you know, support that it has holding it up probably just won't let it fail down too much more. It's been failing down on that downward trend for some time. I could see it coming down here to this point, this last Fibonacci line, which is that $113 price point. But then again, if we get that opportunity, I think this would be a steal. This would be an absolute steal right on that 0.236. If you guys like Solana, if you guys are even thinking about it, again, I'm a Cosmos bull. I have a little bit just to be diversified, but all in all, guys, I'm not going to do anything until it gives me under $100, which again, I'm eyeing right around $78 for Solana. It's okay. My name. No, I glanced over here because I have this monitor, and it's my fault. It's totally my fault, man. But I'm French, so it's okay. Well, I'm a dumb American, so I said it wrong, bro. I'm sorry. Let's go over to Crow real quick. Now, Crow is actually in the Cosmos ecosystem. If you guys don't know, Crow was actually built using the Cosmos SDK. So again, guys, it is part of the Cosmos ecosystem. Right now, as you guys can see, still failing, still coming down. It had a really good run up over the last year. Phenomenal run up, to be honest with you, with all the hype and partnerships that it was doing. And I still do think, honestly, my honest opinion about crypto.com or the Crow token, long term, probably one of the best or better centralized tokens as far as a platform goes that you could probably get your hands on long term. I think they're going to be making a lot of moves in the next coming years. I think they have a lot of great partnerships. I think obviously holding a good amount of the token gives you a lot of benefits on their platform. So again, I just think long term it's a good play. Short term, I mean, we're in a downwards trend right now, guys. As you guys can see, we are breaking past that 0.382 on the Fibonacci. Again, this is on the daily. We are far away from that SMA up top, which is the 50 SMA. Still, the 200 SMA well below us right now, coming in right around 30 cents. If we get that opportunity, it's going to line up quite well with this last level on the Fibonacci, which is that 0.236, which is right around 29 cents to about 30 cents. Again, guys, if you get that opportunity with Crow, I would probably add for my long-term bags right there. Again, I don't know if you're necessarily going to get that because, like you guys said earlier, I think it's kind of baked in. I think this price action was baked in. So, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get that, but, maybe if you guys are like me, long-term investor kind of mindset, and you guys want to just start DCAing, I think anything below this 0.382 for Crow is a really, really good place for us to start adding in. And again, you can just see recently, just briefly, it was previous resistance again, guys, and it held up as support before making another explosion to the upside. But again, that was so brief that it's kind of hard to count that as any kind of support for the long term. So again, I'm waiting for more of down here on the charts. Let's move on over to the next thing I have. Again, we're going to cover ETH. So ETH, guys, everybody's kind of wondering what's going on with that. It's really easy if you look at it. Watch for the 0.236 on the Fibonacci. That's right around $2,400. It's actually $2,443. If that doesn't hold up, look for that 382 on the Fibonacci, which is right around $2,911. If it doesn't get recovered and hold, I don't know what to tell you. I think just with the institutional adoption and as much ETH is already locked up for ETH 2.0, regardless if it gets released, regardless if it goes off without a hitch or whatnot, there's a lot of it already locked up for the long term. And with the burning mechanism, with every transaction, I mean, they are burning. I'm not totally up to date with the the day-to-day metrics of everything. But I do understand that they are burning quite a bit of ETH compared to how much supply is actually coming back in. Even though it doesn't have a hard cap, they're burning more, I think, still than they are putting back into the supply. So, just based on that and how much is already locked up for ETH 2.0, I kind of find it really hard to go any lower than 20, maybe 29, maybe $2,800 would probably be like a blessing, a real big blessing, to be honest with you. But who knows? I could be absolutely wrong. That's just my thoughts about it. All in all, short term, we do need to recapture this downward trend line. This is that white line right here. Obviously, we're well below both SMAs. We're just breaking down ever so slowly, kind of bleeding it out. Even though, that does sound horrible. Again, like I said earlier, I just don't see it going too much more further down. I really don't. If it does, I already have my long-term ETH bag, but I might consider buying some more. I don't know. I just, for me, myself, I'm a Cosmos bull. There's so much other altcoins that give such better returns, right? And, I'm not saying that ETH is a bad investment long-term. Bitcoin, ETH, obviously pretty smart investments long-term, but if you're looking for like a percent-wise gain, probably not the best play. Just my opinion. What's up? What's up, Noah? What's up, man? Appreciate you being here, dude. Appreciate you being here. We're just running down kind of what I posted earlier in the Discord. Again, guys, if you guys want to be part of the Discord, check out that link down below. If it doesn't work, just message me directly. I'll get you guys in. Or you can even message B over here, or I call him Noah. You can message him. Either one of us can get you guys in on the Discord. I shared all of this about 4 hours earlier, so you guys, may have been able to catch. I don't want to say catch them falling knives because I never recommend that, but on some of these, you guys probably could have done really, really well. let's go on over to Luna. Luna is now in the Cosmos ecosystem. Now, guys, Luna is just the play. Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Luna just is, it don't care. It don't care. Even if it's in the red right now, look at this long term, guys. Look at this long trend line that we have for Luna right here. And then let's zoom in on the daily. Right now, oops. Right now, we're still just right above that golden pocket on the daily fib, right? Look at that. That's a good place to consider getting in on. Again, guys, that's right around, what is that, $66 to $69. It's been holding up quite well. And even in the case that we are going into, you know, I kind of think that we've been on a mini bear market, like kind of a crab market per se. But even if people start just taking, you know, profits and, you know, not necessarily going into something like USDT or USDC, but they want to get into UST for, you know, whatever reason they do. I prefer UST for the positions that I'm in. You know, that's a, you know, they got to burn Luna to get UST. So just look at it. Just look, the chart speaks for itself, guys. It's crazy. Watch for the golden pocket. Again, like I said, $66 to $69 for support. Then watch for the 0.5 on the fib. I don't think they're going to get any better than that. If you do get any better than that, it's probably going to line up quite well with right around $50, which is, again, that 0.5 and this upward trend line that I have charted for the long term. I think Luna is a really, really good long-term play if you guys are long-term investors. Really do. The invite for the Discord group doesn't work. Invite invalid. Let me see if I can't do that right now. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can't change that right now. That can't be. We gotta get more of you guys in here. Let me see if I can refresh it right here, guys. Let me edit it. Throw it in here. Bada bing, bada boom. Save. All right, there should be a new link in there, and that should work now, guys. Yeah, exactly, Fozzie. UST needed in a bear market. Luna number go up. Pretty easy. It's pretty easy, yeah. Let me go on over. I promise you guys, once we get on over to Cosmos, it's going to be a lot more exciting because Cosmos is holding up quite well, in my opinion. Let's go on over to our biggest competitor in the Cosmos ecosystem, right? A lot of people like to say it, but I don't necessarily even think it's a competitor, to be honest with you. But let's move on over to DOT. Again, guys, I'm not blasting it or putting it down at all. I was just kind of trying to make a light joke. Right now, it's just breaking it's just breaking down, guys. Poor DOT. It has to recover a couple of really important things. It has to recover both SMAs, the 50 and the 200 SMA. It also has to recover this white trend line to the downside. It needs to hold up and recapture right now that 0.382, and it also cannot break down past this overall trend line that I have charted for DOT. That is right around $21. It really needs to start kind of reversing and doing the complete opposite of what it's been doing over the past month or two, guys, and that is basically just breaking down. I don't care what anybody else says to you guys about the fundamentals, about how bullish they are, you know, out here on YouTube. Look, I'm not dissing any of them, but I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I don't get paid from anybody. I'm a regular Joe like you, like everybody else. I'm the same as everybody else. I have nothing but everybody else's best interest in mind. I have no reason to lie to you guys about it. Everybody that's been telling you guys about like all this great stuff about Polkadot, and now, oh, look, you know, you're going to lock up this for all these. You have to understand that they have a financial reason to tell you all of this. I'm not saying Polkadot's a bad project one bit whatsoever. I believe in interoperability. However you want to approach that task and try to accomplish that for the crypto space, even if it's limited or even, you know, however you want to do it, fine. I support it. I support interoperability. That's why I'm in Cosmos. I looked for everything that was trying to do interoperability, and I just loved what Cosmos was doing with it, and I stuck with it. Again, guys, I'm not saying, you know, that you guys are stupid or anything like that. If you guys are into Polkadot, I have Polkadot. You know, it's a hedge. I gotta be diversified. But the narrative that's been pushed to everybody, and how like don't do this, you know, just buy, like, come on, guys. The charts speak way more louder than anybody else's words. Watch the price action. Watch what people do, or watch what the chart does, not what they say to you. Right now, this doesn't look good. This really, for everything that was been so bullish for 2021 on the Polkadot ecosystem, this doesn't look good. This really doesn't look good, in my opinion, for DOT. It's at a critical moment right now. It needs to hold up this point on the charts right here. Again, guys, I actually still hold DOT. I want DOT to succeed, but it needs to hold up here. It needs to hold up right here on the charts. If it dips down any lower than that, guys, we could literally free fall all the way back down to where we were before, right around here, and then we break the long trend that we've had for some time. Then we break the long trend that we've had for some time, guys. It has to hold this up. It really does. And right now, I just don't see the catalyst that's gonna prop it up anymore. I don't. Unless there's some crazy thing that Gavin Woods and their whole team comes out with today and reverses everything, I don't see it. What do you guys think about that? I don't know. I just don't see it. And again, I'm all about interoperability. I'm all about, like, I believe in Gavin Wood. I don't think he's a dumb guy at all. I believe in Gavin Wood. I don't necessarily believe in a lot of like the auction model for slots. I get it. I like, for the front end tokenomics and value of Polkadot, it was genius. It was super genius to increase the total value of Polkadot up front in the beginning. Long term, I don't see how it's sustainable. I don't see how it's lucrative as an investor, as, you know, somebody that may have been wanting to even work on the Polkadot or with the Polkadot ecosystem. I just don't see that long term, that model actually being viable. Yeah, well, okay, so yeah, so if they can capture, like, don't get me wrong, Noah, if they can capture and capitalize, I believe so as well. That's why I actually hold some DOT. I actually hold some DOT as well. And again, they're trying to provide interoperability. I think anybody that's trying to do that probably more than likely will probably do well. But there's just a couple of things that I don't really like. You know, the overshilling over the past year from other influencers that are out there. And I don't even consider myself an influencer. This is just me. Eventually, I would like this show to be a place where I could bring viewers and other people on, people that are in the Discord on, to share their opinions about, you know, maybe their portfolios, or, you know, what they're seeing in the markets and stuff like that. I don't want to just be me talking all the time, because it's all about having different insight from other people from different viewpoints, right? But for me, there's just been always a couple of things that I don't really like or haven't settled well with Polkadot over the past year. There was so much things happening outside of Polkadot, but all you ever heard was the auctions, the buy. It's gonna number go up no matter what. Well, what happened? Where's that now? I just, yeah. It's just short term. I really need to see a lot of things turn around, and we're gonna get into another one that I kind of feel the same way about. But right now, we're gonna talk about a really cool one. That's Secret, guys. Secret, again, a Cosmos play, guys. Secret doing extremely well right now, even throughout this dump, guys. Even throughout this dump, I think Secret is holding up quite well. It's down 8% over the past 24 hours. It's right now sitting in that golden pocket, as you guys can see right here. Testing the golden pocket right now. So far, it's wicked through it, but holding up right now. If it does not hold, watch for the 50 SMA, which basically this red line, which is lining up quite well with the 0.5 on the Fibonacci retracement. That should also hold up as a good level of support, so we might find a bounce there. If that doesn't happen, if further capitulation happens, if further just murder happens in the markets, we could come down here and retest this overall bigger white trend line to the upside, still being intact, guys. This is still well intact. We're still pretty far away from that white line right there. And so if we come all the way back down there and test that for a second time, actually wouldn't be bad. it would actually show strength if we came all the way down here and bounced off it and just kept going on to the upside, guys. So watch for those levels on Secret's chart, guys. I know I will definitely add some more if it comes down to this SMA and this 0.5 Fibonacci, and then definitely I will add some more if I get anywhere in between here. I will definitely be adding some more. So anywhere between $5.40 all the way down to about $4.25, I'll be adding some more. A working product speaks louder than words. Exactly. Cosmos is leaving others behind. Sovereign. Yeah, dude. Yep. Sometimes I'll be honest with you. I sometimes fear that I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to that. That's why, like I said, I would love to have more people be involved in these streams, more people be involved in the videos that I produce and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to just go out there and talk to, I'm going to take a different angle. Like here, I'm going to actually share with you guys some alpha. So with CryptoTank, which might actually be changing to Block 10 because that's our Discord server name. I want it to be about more than just me, right? I actually want to turn this show, these streams, these videos into more of a peer-to-peer place for people to network. I mean, that's what crypto is, right? We're getting rid of those middlemen. We're getting rid of those influencers. And you can consider all those people in YouTube that are higher up more like middlemen. To be honest with you, let's be honest with you, especially once you actually start getting allocations from protocols. And not to say that, you know, I would love to get some kind of sponsorship, some kind of like, you know, backing or something like that. But I also want to stay very, very neutral and very free of that as well, because then that frees me up to have a whole different perspective and a whole different angle when I make videos here on YouTube. So I would eventually like to get as many people as I first possibly can in the Discord so that I can invite, you know, regular Joes, regular Janes on the streams and just really give people's actual input on what they feel like the market's doing, what they're seeing in their portfolios, you know, how they're viewing certain things that are developing within this space, because that's when you get the actual true essence of what's actually happening. You know, we listen to these influencers, we see them put out their you know, their thoughts and stuff like that, but you got to understand, as much as even they say they have the best intentions in mind when they produce their videos, which they might. Again, I'm not saying any of them don't come at me, guys. Look, I know I'm just a small fry compared to a lot of you guys, but let's be real. When you are at a certain level, it's a whole different game. It is a whole different game. It's all about ratings. It's all about views. It's all about sustainability. It's all about maintaining those partnerships with those companies. It's a whole different ballpark. The honesty kind of gets diluted a little bit. The intent gets diluted a little bit, even if you're not intending that to happen, no pun intended. But really, it really does. So that's where I'm trying to come from. I would like this to be a show more of for the people, by the people kind of thing. So yeah, I'm sorry, I went down a rabbit hole there. But yeah, no, so Cosmos really has caught my attention for a number of reasons. One, they have a working product like Fozzie says. They've had it for a long, long time. And they also have a very good product. You know, the Cosmos SDK has been used by Binance to build upon. They've been used by Crypto.com to build Crow upon. You know, it's a time-tested and battle-tested, it's a battle-tested network. It's a battle. It's proven. It's proven itself time and time again. So they've been doing the work behind the scenes. They haven't gone out and given special privileges to people in the past. If Binance, in order for Binance to have listed it, they came out and bought it just like a regular Joe. Same thing with Coinbase. Everybody had to come out and buy it. I support that sovereignty. I support that individuality. I want to do that with these streams as well. You know, I'm a fan of Cosmos for many, many different reasons, and I want this space to actually kind of mirror the same ideals and principles that Cosmos has, you know. But anyway, I kind of went down on a tangent there with what Fozzie's comment said. It kind of just, I don't know, it pushed me down there. I'm sorry. But yeah, people always looking for fast money, always the same. All the markets need to mature. Yeah, and and the markets need to mature. I agree with that as well. But Secret's doing really, really well, guys. Let's move on over to Avax. Avax has a lot of potential long term. Don't get me wrong. I will also tell you guys, even though I'm a Cosmos bull, I do hold some Avax. Guys, I'm a very well diversified investor. Even though my heart is with Cosmos, I am well diversified. Right now, though, guys, I'll be honest with you. it's broken the pattern. It broke the pattern that I had. It was this little wedge pattern that I had going on right here. It's broken below it right now. And unless things change, I could see it coming down right now to about $73. Hopefully staying there. But if it doesn't, I really do think that we can come all the way down here to which was previous support before, which is around $62. And then if it really just does not catch some kind of institutional big support or, retail support, if people start capitulating, I can't speak today. If people start just, dying and throwing everything in the gutter, it could come all the way back down to its previous floor. So watch out for that, guys. Really simple with Avax. It has a big upside potential, but it could. This chart does look like it's breaking down quite bad. So again, that's just my thoughts about Avax. It could come all the way down, honestly, to $51. If it does, I'll probably buy some more. But yeah, let's go on over to the one that I was talking to you guys about before when I was talking to you guys about DOT. Let's talk about ADA. Now, I was a big ADA fan, admittingly, early last year. I bought into it early. Luckily, I sold my bags, not at the very top, but I sold it well above this, thankfully. Honestly, guys, kind of the same thing. Look, if ADA doesn't turn itself around, and Charles and the team don't actually stop just not doing anything and start putting out something here soon, it's going to come back down to the ground, guys. It's going to easily come. I don't care how many people are staking it. I don't care how diehard your fans are. I don't care about any of that stuff. Let's just be real. If you don't actually put out a product, if you don't actually have developers out there willing to stick with the projects, willing to actually work on your platform, use ADA's platform, guys, what does it matter? It doesn't matter how many partnerships you partner with. It doesn't matter how much of Africa you partnership. You better put out a product that's meaningful. That's meaningful, not ideas, not your scientific studies and your whiteboards, this and that. Nobody cares. The market doesn't care. I promise you right now, the market doesn't care. Figure that out. You've had way enough time to figure that out. Put it out now. There's only two reasons why it hasn't come out yet. One, it doesn't work. Two, it doesn't work. So what the hell? Like, I'm just being real. I named my dog Ada. I really did. I named my dog Ada. Now, I made a lot of money on Ada. So I'm happy by looking at my dog every single day. But let's be real. You need to put out something lickety split or it don't matter. I'm just being real. I don't care how smart Charles is. I don't care how much he promises things. I don't care. Actions speak louder than words. Do something. Put something else out. Show us. Stop saying stuff. Show us. Right now, guys, on ADA, it's a sinking ship. If the current 382 fib breaks, we'll see a free fall to the 0.236. That's right around 74 cents. If they don't capture projects and devs at the launch of these things, like yesterday, it could really fall to death. Just be real careful, guys. I'm just being very, very honest with you guys. Just be real careful. Let's go on over to one of my favorite projects right now, even though it's not really doing all too well. It is a Cosmos project. It is Akash, guys. Akash is probably one of my most long-term bullish favorite projects, just from what they are trying to accomplish and what they're trying to achieve. I really like what they're doing with Akash and what it all stands for. As you guys can see right here, if we lose the 50 SMA, we could break down to right around $1.97. Look for that box to start DCAing in, not financial advice. That's just me when I say that. That's right around $1.57 to $1.75. We could also see the floor once more at $1.38. Realistically, that could happen, guys. We just recently broke through this downward trend line that we had, which was a really, really good thing, guys. We came up here, tested it once, bounced off it really, really hard, and now it looks like, because of the rest of the market, it does look like we're coming back down yet again. Now that SMA is still below us right now, the 50 SMA, so right now it is still holding up as support. This first DCA zone, I've already admittingly started small amount DCAing on my position that I already have with Akash. I actually bought at the floor, thankfully. But if it gives me this opportunity to get back on this floor or even further down, just because of the long-term goals that they have, I probably will load up a pretty big bag yet again. I think long-term, Akash is a really, really good, solid project. So again, that financial advice, I'm just a firm believer on what they're trying to do. I don't like centralization. I don't think the storage of all of our information should be centralized on, you know, like AWS and all that other stuff. Like, I just don't. So I want Akash to do well. But yeah, just give Ada some yeah. Dude, Ada, you can learn something from Hua Hua. For real. And that's a meme coin. You can learn something from a meme coin. It's outperforming you. Hua Hua is outperforming you. Gosh, I got to see, those are the kind of things I got to make clips and videos of. I got to put that on Twitter and just like ruffle the feathers of Charles or something like that and be like, do you understand that Hua Hua, a meme coin in Cosmos, is outperforming you? Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. It really is. Let's go on over to Link, which Link actually is always been a really, really good, solid project. Has one of the most partnerships compared to any protocol out there right now, guys. It's used by just about everybody. It has partnerships with just about everybody. But it is right now retesting currently this upward trend line. This is that white long trend line that we've been charting for some time now. It's right now retesting it, still holding up just right now, but it is retesting it. If it breaks down, guys, we could come down to this 0.362 and come down there quite fast. It really, really can. Traditionally, though, like many other influencers have said in the past, Link actually does pretty well during bear markets. So if it does give you the opportunity, I'm not giving you guys any kind of financial advice, obviously, but it might be one of those things that you want to scoop up long term. Because if you look at, like, you know, when you zoom out, if you look at the charts, it really has done nothing but go up and to the right. Like it's a really beautiful chart when you look at it long term. It really, really is. And if you're a patient investor, Link, I mean, it just, throughout all the ebbs and flows, has done really, really well. Has done really, really well long-term, guys. So again, when, you know, we're talking about the short-term and stuff like that, but zoom out, it really, you can really find the health in a lot of these, you know, good protocols by zooming out. Now, again, this isn't even, I'm talking about good protocols outside of the Cosmos ecosystem. Just wait until we get inside of the Cosmos ecosystem and talk about that, guys. You're talking about health, about some protocols, and zooming out and being, I guess, reinforcing your conviction with the Cosmos ecosystem. I'm going to blow your minds here in a little bit. But yeah, Link, though, is just one of those really good examples of zooming out. And look at that, guys. Look at that. I mean, in retrospect, you know, this launched in, 2017? 2017. Let's just go from the very bottom. Let's just go from the very bottom to where we are now. Like 15,698% returns. That's not a couple, that's just a couple of years. That's just a couple of years. Say you had $100,000. Say you had $1,000. You throw that out there. Like, times that by 15,698% over a couple of years. You're outperforming any interest that you could be getting in any bank account anywhere. Period. You're outperforming any classic stock that you can, traditional stock that you can get in. Period. Like, Link is, no matter what anybody says, Link is a good long-term project. Period. What else did I get into? I think that was all I shared right now on the Discord group. Is there anything that you guys want me to cover? I don't know how many of you guys are in there. I never look at the numbers. I just ramble. I know I'm horrible at rambling. I will get better, I promise. Especially when I invite a lot more of you guys. If you guys are willing to get onto the show and speak about it, you guys don't need to have a camera. You guys can just speak about it. It will definitely help break my stupid rants up, because I know I rant quite well. Like, it's a blessing in this. It's a blessing and a curse, because I can talk to a tree, but I can talk way too much. But if there's not anything that you guys want me to cover in TradingView, I will skip on over. Yeah, it's a good working put, like we said, like ADA, like DOT, like, I don't care what you say, produce it and let the protocol show for itself. You know, let the work show how bullish it can be. Like, that's what I want to see. That's why I'm so bullish on Cosmos. Like, it's put out. It's put out, and it's shown time and time and time again that it's capable and it's worth every penny when it comes to investing in the Cosmos ecosystem. Let's see. Let me actually just look right here if there's anything else out there that somebody might want to know about when they look at this video. EGLD. Ooh. broke past, not too long ago actually, already broke past this upward trend line. The one thing that I was hoping save it. Now, admittingly, I don't have any EGLD. I was charting it for a couple of the people in the Discord that were in it. Again, a lot of hype behind it, right? Big explosion, 2021, another big good run right here, but right now just failing to hold any kind of support right now, guys. I don't know what to tell you guys. Long term, I'll just do it simple. Fibonacci retracement from the top to the bottom. If it doesn't hold up this last fib right here, the 0.362, it could free fall all the way back down. And then who knows where we're going to land, right? Who knows? Lossless opinion? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What you talking about, P? Ooh, got that coffee on my nose now. Lossless opinion. I don't understand. Let's go on over to, let's see if there's anything else right now. Well, let's do this. Since we're looking at it, let's look if the Bitcoin longs. Not much. Not a lot of people are going long right now. But there's a lot of shorts actually picking up right now. So I have no idea what that says, my friend. But welcome. Is there anything else on TradingView that you guys want to see? Anything else? You tell me. If not, we're going to move on over to Osmosis here in a second. Let me sign out really quickly. I'm going to sign out of Osmosis and share with you guys how Osmosis is doing and everything in the Cosmos ecosystem. I love using Osmosis, guys. I love using Osmosis. I appreciate all you cosmonauts that stuck around and waited for this. I know we're Cosmos bulls over here, guys. So I was just having to talk to everybody else about what's happening in the market. But we're in our wheelhouse now, guys. Chart, but it's all good. What? Lossless chart. What is that? Is that I don't even know what that is, dude. I'm so lost. Is that like a ticker? What's a ticker? Give me a ticker. I have no idea. Some of the things, there's so much things out there that I don't know. I don't know it all, right? So admittingly, there's some things I just totally doofus about. I have no idea. But right now, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these pools. Pool 1, right around 100% APR. And the reason why these APRs keep dipping down is because more and more people are aping into it right now, guys. Ion Osmos pool right around 47% APR. Akash still at 66. Not bad. Let's see. What's some of our favorites, guys? Some of our favorites. What pools are you guys in, by the way? Some of our favorites right now is the Atom Juno pool, still at 66. Ooh, took a little bit of a hit. Right at 66% for both of them, actually. I love that pool. It has really good external incentives right now going on for Juno, guys. Juno is one of those long-term plays as well. I'm super bullish on Juno. Let's go on over the Hua Hua pool. The Hua Hua pool. What is that at right now, guys? Let's take a look. But the Atom Stars. It's a good pool for the incentives. Like, honestly, let me scoot up a little bit. And give you guys my honest take on it. So here's how I'm playing liquidity farming, right? I've made quite a bit of money when Osmosis launched. For this whole time, I've been making quite a bit of money. I'm not trying to brag or anything but there's a technique when it comes to farming APRs or farming liquidity, however you want to call it. There is a technique, and it's a fine line technique that you have to walk. You really have to be, in my opinion, this is just me and my technique. This is what I'm saying to you guys, not financial advice. I'm just going to share with you guys how I've done it. So I get into pools, obviously based on a couple of things, right? First, the protocols that it's paired with, and depending on what I think the risk is for impertinent loss versus, you know, appreciation long term. Like pool one was a really, really good pool. And I'll get to or the Atom stars in just a second. I'll tie it all together in just a second. But like pool one was it's a really good pool because it has a really tight correlation with both assets, right? So if it wins together. If it fails, it's more than likely going to fail together. Today, things like today, everything's going to fail together. But, you know, in regular sideways action, there's some outliners that do really, really well. And then, you know, the other pairing doesn't do as well. Then you're kind of exposed to that IP risk. And that's what you don't want as somebody that's farming liquidity or APRs. You want to be into pairings that, you know, have good tokenomics that more than likely will go up in value in at least a month or less. Especially here in Osmosis, you have a 14-day bonding period, which gives you the highest APR. It wasn't always like that, but right, you have the 14-day bonding period, which gives you the highest APR bonding. So obviously, you want to get the most APR or the most percent for your liquidity that you're providing, right? You don't like I know a lot of people that actually jump in and out of the 1-day bonding and all that stuff, but you want to maximize your gains, right? And you want to actually position your money in the best pools to do so while minimizing that IP risk in liquidity or APR farming. So one of the greatest pools was and still right now is the Atom Osmos pool. It's, you know, it's still sitting at 100%. That's still a really good APR to hold on to long term. And then, so you get into other pairs though, like you were saying, the Stars Atom pool. So that pool is a really good pool, in my opinion, to be into, especially right now, because of the external incentives that they're promoting from Stars, just on that side. Now, I think just recently, let me double check before I put my foot in my mouth, but I'm pretty sure on Osmosis, we just have a proposal? Yeah, we just had a proposal that ended not too long ago to match, right? So that's where all those incentives came from. So yeah, so right now it's worth, in my opinion, to hold on to, because the potential upside far exceeds the potential downside for Stars, even right now, because we can go to the chart. We can go to the chart as well right here and check out Stars right here, right? Now this doesn't count the bootstrapping and all that other stuff. But right now, as you guys can see, we're still well above that floor price that we found. Now it was established here, and it was established here, and it's held up quite well. I don't think that you're going to get that again with Stars. I really don't think that you're going to get that again with Stars. I really don't. Flat out, being totally honest with you. I don't think that you're going to get here, where we saw a big price increase on the charts, which also just ironically enough holds up as support right here through recent price action. I just don't see it coming back down there. If you do get that again, if I get that again, even though I have a good amount of Stars right now, I will definitely DCA. But it's in the argument or the discussion of if it's a good pairing or pool to be in. One, I think it is right now. It might not be here soon though, but right now, the external incentives that you get from Stars alone far outplays the IP risk that you get in the Osmosis or in the Atom pairing. Even though if Atom goes down, you're kind of outweighing that because you're getting far more rewards from Stars in that current pairing. Now that changes because it's a living, breathing thing, right? And the more people move in and out of pools, you guys got to be aware of that. When you're watching your liquidity farmings, you have to see how many people are jumping in and out. Let's go to that Juno. Where's the Juno? That was a really good. That was a really good example. Where's it at? I hate it. I lost it. I hate not being signed in because I lose it so easily. Everything else, when I'm signed in, is perfectly managed. But okay, so just yesterday, the Atom Juno pool, which is a really good pool because they also are giving really good incentives, right, externally, was at 77 or something like 76%. That's a 10% decrease, right? That's a 10% you gotta understand, as people leave and come into those pools, that APR is going to change. So that also changes your risk position in the pool. So you gotta understand. Right now, I think it's a good pool just based on your overall longevity or the time that you want to be into it. But yeah, I think even at the longer time frame at 14 days. So let's say you're taking that longer time frame risk and you're staying in it for 14 days. I think it's fine. I think it's totally fine. Anyway, I'm sorry. Kind of went on a tangent right there. It's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, I think it's a good pool. Yeah, 350% APR. Yep. Let's see here. I'm only in the Juno swap. I am only in the Juno swap decks for Juno Hua. But yeah, I think pretty soon you're going to see if it matches anything that Atom did. And let's be honest with you, Juno swap is pretty much mirroring what not Atom, what Osmosis did. You're probably going to see some stupid APRs initially. So any kind of risk that you might be taking here soon, being in those liquidity pools on Juno swap might be worth it. I like simple staking, but support pools sometimes. I don't think stars coming down again either. Yeah, I don't think it's going to come down. I might be a little bit behind with the chat, by the way. Do we really care about IL considering high APRs? Yeah, well, some of them you do. Some of them you do. Right now, I don't think you have to worry about that with stars, though. I just look at the money I do put into the pool. If I put 1K and I get back, yep, I don't really care if I have more stars or less, more atoms. No, I don't think. What's up, Ozzy? What's going on, buddy? I don't think that's a wrong. So I don't think that's a wrong way to look at it at all. Again, it just depends on the type of investor that you are. So I had, and I'm gonna kind of put myself out there, I had hundreds of thousands of dollars in the Osmosis pools, like literally. And the way I always looked at it was I really didn't care about the initial number in the pool as long as I was getting more assets by being in the positions that I was being in. So like obviously Osmosis, when some of them being in some, I was like mostly in the 6 pools. I was in the Atom, I was in the Juno pools, both of the Juno pools. I was in the UST pools. I was into the stars. I was into the Akash. And obviously I said I was because I move and I'm very, very liquid in my pools. I make adjustments per the market conditions and stuff like that. Like I'm saying, you have to be aware and be able to be kind of fluid in your positions in order to respond to the market and to kind of combat that IL or that impertinent loss risk factor that's there. But with the long-term thinking, when I think I can actually bring it up. I can actually bring it up. I'll do it over here off camera. But I think I initially started off with, where's it at? For some reason, I'll share it with you guys. It's a pretty good. It's good insight to have. I don't know if I'll be able to. I think I will though. I think I'll be able to blur out something for you guys. Yeah, I think I can do this. Hold on. I think I can do this. Or I'll just do this and show only that. Okay. So this was, I do my own recording. I record everything. I'm crazy every single day. Like down to every single penny, every single asset. This is just one column, right, that I'm sharing with you guys right now. But like I first started off with and this was before I actually had more, but then I didn't track it in time, and I started tracking it right around here. But I started off with 581 Atom in that first initial pool, right? That's when I first dumped in, or first at least started tracking what I dumped in to the Atom Osmos pool. I had 581. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of small, but I had 581 Atom, and then I had 4,119 Osmosis that I put into the pool. Now, of course, with the markets changing and fluctuating and whatnot, the things change day to day. As you can see here, this is the dates, and this is the total amount paired in the pool and what it was doing. And you guys know what osmosis is in science, right? Like that's the whole essence of osmosis. It's a give-take kind of thing. But as you can see here, shortly after, this was 10.5 at 10.19 at 555. So I started with 581 Atom, and then I had 555 Atom, but then I gained. Again, I had 4,119 Osmosis. I gained an amount of 4,323 Osmosis, right? So I was exposed, but not really because it was offsetting itself. And then you can see here, let's just like speed through it all, right? 581 and then 4,100 basically. If I go all the way down here, eventually I ended up having 891 Atom and only 300 or 3,891 osmosis by the start of the new year, right? But the price appreciation for Atom and osmosis, right? Because even though I had less osmosis or Osmo, I had more Atom, and the price both went up with Atom and Osmo at the same time. So it offsetted that. So you have to be mindful of, it's not just like the total number of your liquidity pool. It's not looking either at the total amount that you put in. It's also the value that actually occurred or accumulated with both of those assets. And then hopefully you are also able to accumulate more of the underlying asset that you wanted in the first place when you paired it with, the DEX, let's say Osmo, with the Osmo DEX token. So I wanted to have more Atom. And that was the goal in the whole process, was I wanted to have more Atom in the end of me pulling my liquidity from that pool. Now, it was a lot longer. I stayed in it a lot longer. I just stopped showing you guys where that was. Again, that was just the beginning of the new year. I'm still kind of riding it out. I actually just now kind of readjusted late last night. But I have far more Atom now at a higher price, which was able, when I actually do pull liquidity, which was able to offset any kind of risk factor that I had. And ultimately, I'm not going to tell you guys the exact number, but I made out pretty much double my stack, in both aspects, in both tokens. So kind of hard. It's really hard because it's ever moving. The target's ever moving, but that's how you got to play liquidity farming. That really is. You guys always have to look at it like in several different angles. Osmonauts Unite, lossless. Looks like it's a ticker LSS. I'm not sure if that was what Blue is talking about. I'll have to look at it. Stars and Hula pools for sure, and some UST Osmo to mitigate some risk. Yeah, it's not a bad one. That's not a bad pool to be in for sure. But I know Noah personally. He's probably like, Tank's an idiot. What's up with Bitstrom? Sneaky little pupmos. Yeah, I don't want to speculate just yet. There is, look, I will say don't sleep on that. That's all I'm going to say right now. I don't want to take sides. Especially, I'll do it outside of the Cosmos ecosystem, but I'm such a bull when it comes to Cosmos that I don't want anybody to think that I have an opinion one way or another about, who or Pupmo. Like, go to Twitter. How can I say this? Without ruffling feathers? But there's some sneaky bullishness happening here soon. Yeah. Yo, what's up from the Philippines, guys? Got a lot of Filipino brothers here. What's up, guys? How's your day? Or I guess it's nighttime over there now, right? I think it's nighttime there. Let's go on over. I'm sorry, guys. This is turning out to be more of a rant, kind of like a rant session. I was supposed to be covering my thoughts about like TA on charts and stuff like that, but it's turned into more of a rant. I'm horrible. See, this is why I need you guys to join the Discord. Check out the link down below. Like, introduce yourself in the Discord, guys. I would love to have regular people who are positive thinkers. Again, guys, not, you can't be vulgar if you guys do want to come on not Facebook, YouTube and stuff like that. But I would love to have other people here. It helps shut me up in my streams, man. A genius. It takes a genius to be this dumb. It takes don't ever forget that, guys. Don't let me fool you. It takes a genius to be this dumb. Let's go on over actually to some of the tokens right now, guys. So I'm gonna just stick with it. So Stargaze, this is what I'm looking for, okay, guys, right here on the charts. Now I can't wait till we actually get this on like TradingView or any other place where I can actually chart things legitimately. But right here on the charts, guys, this is our first level of support. If you guys get 49 cents again, consider starting a DCA, not financial advice. Just consider it if you guys are thinking about holding this long term. I think there's a lot of potential in stars long long term as a platform and as a project. If you guys ever get this chance again, right down here, which again is lining up for resistance, which was once support down here on the charts. Again, look at recent price action before when we first started this trend to the upside. That's where we had a massive blast off or launch pad happen right there on the charts. Again, guys, think about that. That's a whale buying that right there. Something to move that quickly, that hard. That's either a whale buying it with strong convictions, or I'm gonna be honest with you guys, institution is coming into DeFi. I don't know if you guys actually realize that, but institutions are coming into DeFi. They're looking for that yield as well, guys. They're looking for good protocols. They're looking for good platforms as well. But either way, whatever that is, that was strong conviction and just so lines up with previous support and or resistance right here on the charts. If you get anywhere between here, consider DCAing on stars. That's a long-term investment advice play. Again, it's not financial advice, but for me, that's where I'm doing it for sure. Let's go on over to Osmo. Actually, let's go on over to Osmo right now and talk about things. Let's move on over to all. Again, guys, this is on the broader range. We're looking at a really zoomed out view on Osmo. If you guys ever get the opportunity again, which is right around $7.61, I don't think that's ever going to present itself here soon, especially with the developments that's happening with superfluid staking, interchain staking, everything. With everything that's happening here, not just on the Osmosis platform, for the Cosmos ecosystem and Atom, I don't think that you're going to get this opportunity again. If this current dump or insecurity happens in the market, leads to further selling pressure, look for possibly DCAing right around $7.96. This is previous resistance. Previous resistance usually does get flipped into support, especially when you're looking at it as a good protocol. Now, some of these shitty protocols, should be swearing here on YouTube, but some of these other poopy protocols that are out there, not so much. Sometimes those previous resistance do get broke down and it just, capitulates even further. But something like Osmo that has good tokenomics, guys, I will remind you guys, hold some Osmo long term. It has really good tokenomics. The fair drops and the way that it was actually given out to people was also really, really bullish. If you guys don't know how that happened, go and check out, I think it's somewhere in my playlist, why I think you should hold Osmo long term. Think about it, guys. We're going into a third inning really, really soon. Osmosis has already, it doesn't seem like very long, but it's already almost been a year, and just the tokenomics, let me go here, right here, guys. The last one that we actually just had, where was it? I can't forget what it was. Anyway, check it out. Go check out the white paper and then the drop information, tokenomics about Osmo. There's a third thing that happens every year, which means it's going to get harder and harder to accumulate more and more Osmo. It's going to get more and more scarce. You guys know what happens when things are more harder to come by. Price go up, number go up. I'm telling you right now, not financial advice, but I'm telling you, peer-to-peer, cosmonaut to cosmonaut. Think about it at least. Highly consider it. Long-term plays, guys. Long-term plays. Don't get shook by these micro movements in the market. Right now, that's where I'm starting to DCA. If I even get this opportunity anywhere down here where these mountain ranges were in the past, you better bet your bottom dollar. I have a big ass amount. Like, I'll probably boost it. I won't let it go down, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I won't let this go down. I will buy, a hefty amount if it comes down to there, guys. Let's go on over to we've already know. Look at Cosmos, guys. Look at Atom 37.71. It's saying FU market. I don't care. Look at the price difference though, by the way. Look at this, by the way. I will have you guys understand this too. There's some money to be made spot buying as well. I'm not saying do this because I kind of feel funny recommend selling any kind of Cosmos or Atom asset at all right now, but I want to let you guys know there's another way to make money in this DEX, guys. Now, a lot of people are just focused on staking or like liquidity farming. Look, if you guys actually see the spread right now and the opportunity that's in Osmosis, because there's no fees to transfer stuff right now, if you guys are catching what I'm saying, think about it. Right now, it's 36.82. Let's go back. What is it right now on Osmosis? 37.71. Do you see the money play? Do you see what I'm telling you guys right now, that there's an opportunity right there? There's an opportunity for you to go buy it on a centralized exchange, bring it real quick over here and sell it for more. There, I said it. I'm just saying, not financial advice, but I'm telling you guys. And that's just on Coinbase. There could be a different spread somewhere else. Amazing, right? And there's zero fees right now. Just saying. But yeah, I mean, I already went over Adam earlier, so I'm not going to do it again. Guys, Juno. I am such a bull for Juno. It's still trading at $18.10 on Osmosis. You got to be kidding me. It's so strong. And the tokenomics behind it and the fair drop that it had. Consider it like buying ETH back in the day and not getting front ran on. Like, seriously, that's what it's like. That's literally what it's like. It's capable. It has the Cosmos SDK badge on its butt. It has pretty soon the security that the Cosmos Hub has. It's going to have... It's amazing. It's amazing, guys. Consider Juno long-term. Again, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the broader picture, the zoomed out picture of Juno. If you guys get these ranges again, which is right around $15.50, consider DCAing. If you get anywhere near down here, which is $12, consider yourself extremely lucky. I don't think that's going to happen one bit. I'm not going to let it happen. I'll let you guys know that right now. You guys got to remember, for markets to work, there has to be buyers and sellers. If you sell, I will buy, and it will be your loss with Juno. I'll tell you that right now. It'll be your loss for Juno long term. Maybe not short term, but long term. I guarantee you it. Let's go on over to CMDX. CMDX is really, really interesting. I'm really bullish on CMDX as well, guys. Short term, kind of looking a little sketchy right now, but I really do like what CMDX is trying to do. I'm looking for somewhere around here, which is $3.93 for a DCA start. And then if I get lucky enough to get anywhere close to this floor that it had before on the charts, I'll be, like Santa Claus and loading up a really, really big bag and walking around with it. Let's go on over to Secret. I actually think I covered Secret earlier, so I'm not going to do that. I think I covered Akash as well, unless you guys want me to. Juno cup and handle. I didn't even see it. Is it a cup and handle? Could be. Could be. Right there to there, and that little handle right there. I see it. I really want to draw on this stuff, dude. I really want to draw on this stuff. I really do. It's upsetting me. It's really upsetting me. Yes, I think CMDX, like, I'm very bullish on CMDX as well. I honestly do think it's probably is very much undervalued right now. But yeah, again, that's why, again, if I get this opportunity, which around $3.93 down to anywhere down to this floor, like, that's where I'll start DCAing. And again, whenever I start, it's always just, it's like that, just a little bit, just a feeler DCA to see what happens. And then if I get any further down, great. But that's how I start doing that kind of stuff. Let's go on over, like we already did, Stargaze, Bitsong. I like the idea. I don't necessarily know how I feel though about Bitsong. I like the idea. I like cutting out centralization or minimum everywhere, but I don't know about the execution just yet. So again, if I get anywhere down here, which is right around 28 cents to 30 cents, I'll start DCAing. But I'm waiting it out. I've already got my airdrop. I'm just going to wait it out. Not financial advice. You guys do you. If you guys are bullish on it, get it. But yeah, guys, that's what I see right now. And you guys, if you guys want to know my thoughts before I end this stream on what's happening right now and why we're seeing what we're seeing in the markets, guys, let's be honest with you guys. There's a lot of geopolitical things that are actually very, very sketchy. It's not. I'm not just speaking as a U.S. citizen. I'm speaking as just a citizen of the world, just a regular human being, like the rest of you guys. If you guys also value, free markets, freedoms to whatever extent, no matter where you're at, you should also be kind of worried with what's happening with Russia, what's happening with North Korea, what's happening in China, and it's nothing to do. Well, it is. There's a lot to do, but it's right now. There's a lot to do with the potential for war, and I'm not trying to FUD or make anybody scared or anything like that, but it's a very real thing right now. And if you guys aren't up to date with what's happening, basically North Korea has shrugged off any kind of warnings or sanctions that we put against them just recently. Today, this was breaking news today, and they've started back up their missile program and nuclear missile program as well. Russia has basically given us the shoulder and the finger when it comes to sanctions or any kind of warnings coming from the U.S. or UN when it comes to invading, and also China, which is in cahoots with both, have basically been working this whole time in making their digital yuan or their digital currency the currency of the world. And that's why we're having a lot of supply issues. That's why we're having a lot of uncertainty in the markets, not only with the Evergrande, which again just happens to be in China, but that's why we're seeing all of this stuff. Just people are getting risk off right now, and they're trying to find a place to be within the markets now. For the long term, guys, if we zoom out on the weekly time frame for the Dow Jones, of course, long term, my opinion is we have nothing to worry about. It's been nothing but sideways action and up and to the right long term. But there's a lot of wreckness that could happen in the short term. And we've seen it with the pandemic. We've seen it with the market crash before. Yeah, we're going to have our dips, our ebbs and flows. But if you zoom out long term, we're in a position right now that I just don't see how they could let the whole market collapse, knowingly. So I think we just need to get through it. If we look at the Dow Jones, we're still holding up above this 50 SMA. We're well above the 200 SMA. Nothing to fear just yet. We're having our ebbs and flows. The Nasdaq, same thing, guys. Still above the SMAs. Zoom out. It's just up and to the right until it breaks entirely. It's not all doom and gloom. If you go to the SPX, which is very correlated to tech stocks, still above the SMAs, guys. Still doing okay, guys. Nothing like the previous big dumps. Nothing like the big dread that we've had before, right, guys? So still doing A-okay. The DXY, though, on the other hand, which always goes back and shows you how the dollar's strength is. Let me just show you guys. That's the overall trend line. And I don't think that's going to break. We've been basically, no matter through its ebbs and flows, we've been basically just losing value time over time over time. Like it's in the charts. The charts don't lie. The charts don't lie. And if you want to run to U.S. bonds, I don't see why you would. I'm not buying into a government that's massively into debt. What does it matter if your dollar is losing value? This looks more volatile than the crypto market, in my opinion. So where do you go? I think DeFi, I think Cosmos ecosystem is the place to be. I think we just got to wait it out, guys. I think we just got to wait it. Be smart about your positions, though. And yeah, stop lying. I'm not lying. It's my thoughts. You stop lying. You stop lying, sir or ma'am. I'm not telling anyone to short. I don't tell anybody to short. You heard me at the bar last night? Yeah, me too. Stop dreaming about me. Welcome, though, Miles. CMX could be massively undervalued. I believe so, too. But yeah, guys, that's what I'm seeing. I'm going to make another video, regular video, where I don't rant as much. I appreciate you guys stopping in on the live stream. With that being said, like always, be blessed. Peace. See you guys on Monday.